Where the fuck is McClay?
Chill.
Yeah.
Balls.
What?
You eat your dick?
Oh, we got it good.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's awesome.
Bogcast episode 53.
Don Riz AZ in frame.
Oh, my mind?
He's trying to do two things at once.
Sorry.
You do that again.
You good? All right.
Alright.
Bogcast episode 50. Oh,
Right there. That's good.
Bogcast episode 53.
Sweet, thank you so much.
Alright. Keith, I'm gonna unplug where your battery is, dude, because that thing isn't working. So plug your can I plug your camera battery into somewhere over here? Camera battery. Yeah.
Oh, that's mine. That's
Oh,
good.
I don't need
I'm
anything.
good.
Okay, cool. Okay, perfect.
Okay, sorry, Don Riz.
Action.
Awesome. This is the Bogcast episode 53. We are brought to you by Bang Salon. Come get all your hair needs, including cuts, natural colors, vivid colors, extensions, shampoo and stylings, all under one roof at Bang Salon. Find and message Bang Salon on Instagram at Bang Salon, at BANGDSALON. Use promo code
Bogcast.
for 20% off your first visit. So come on down and get banged by Jordan. But if you really try to bang her, I'll fucking kill you. Cool.
Check us out on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, all your favorite podcatchers, and comment. Let us know what you think.
Hell yeah, we have a amazing guest in the house. I've been stoked ever since he was on one of our very first episodes in the OG Bogcast studio, aka my old master bedroom. How you doing, Zach?
I'm doing fantastic.
That's good, man. I really appreciate you taking the time to come out. I've seen you've been fucking busy doing all kinds of crazy shit. You started a clothing line called Quick Scope really quick. Just check
There
out
it
how
is.
badass this shirt
Right
is
there.
here.
Just
Fucking
just
dope.
glowing under the camera.
Yeah, it's crazy how much it glows in the...
Yeah, I still don't fully understand why that the ink, it was a plastisol print on the shirt. But all the green ones, yeah, so we got a little reticle on the left sleeve there. That's our avatar logo. That gun's called the Ranger. That's all our designs are original custom designs that we make. But they're kind of influenced from video game guns, sci-fi weapon assets, like that sort of thing. So we kind of take influence from one game or another and mash it up and put our own little spin on it. And that was one of the very first ones we did. I brought that out for you because it's kind of drawn from the Halo battle rifle.
Yeah,
you
dude.
can kind of tell when you look at it. It kind of looks like a BR, but
How do you go about designing something like that? Do you do it in computer, hand, or how did you...
So there's three of us in the company. Lindsay and I pretty much like run the company as CEO manager kind of position. Lindsay does all our back end stuff,
Keep going.
like shopping cart, e-commerce. And then the third person in our company is Dan, and he actually lives up in Seattle. Dan works at 343. He works on Halo.
Oh,
And
that's cool.
So our artist who did all the weapon designs that go on the shirts, he actually does 3D weapon asset modeling for fucking Halo, dude.
That's
so,
badass.
Yeah, so this is like, there couldn't be a better person to do something like this, where he's been in the game industry for a long time. He's worked at like id, he's worked at Epic, he's worked at a lot of like really legit places and been in the industry a long time, and he's really good at what he does. So creatively, that's our artist. So
He's in the company, or he was the artist that designed this, or...
yeah, so he did that. Well, he still works full time on Halo at 343. He's been there for I think 10 years, and yeah. So what we typically will do, he's just become a friend over the years. And when we got this idea to do like wireframe weapon designs down the side of a shirt, it was just like, we got to get Dan to do this. Like I'm a decent artist. I can come up with stuff. I could fake it for a while, but ultimately, if we wanted serious art, we were probably going to have to commission somebody.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
And but Dan is like, he's become like one of my best friends over the last few years, I'd say. We spend a lot of time with him and his wife, and they live up in Seattle. And
Yeah, because you guys go to visit 343 Studios and stuff, right?
yeah, so the I think pretty much all but one of the times we've been
Can you
to
scoot the mic?
Oh, yeah,
I'm sorry,
yeah.
brother. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Is that good?
Yeah, perfect. My bad.
So all but one of the times that we went to 343, I'm pretty sure it was with him. You know, he just, like, when we go up to visit, usually for New Year's at the end of a year, we'll go up there and just kind of crash with them for a week and unplug from the internet, and we usually just end up fucking sitting in a room like this playing games.
That's
Like
badass.
in our pajamas. It's like the best way to blow off at the end of the
Decompress.
year. Yeah.
Fucking in Seattle, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, and he'll take us through the Microsoft campus or through 343 and just check it out, and
What's that like?
it's amazing. I highly recommend stopping by 343 if you're ever in Seattle. If you're a Halo fan,
Are you allowed to stop there and get a tour and stuff? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, you can tour, like, I think it's like a 3 or 4 story building, and some levels you're not gonna be able to go to, you know, because they're working on stuff. But yeah, like on the bottom floor when you walk in, they have this big ass museum, a chronological Halo museum, starting at the very
badass.
start, like back in the early Bungie days when they were first making CE, and it's just every promo item, every custom Xbox, like stuff from the tournaments, MLG, HCS,
Oh, wow.
all the way through the present. They got these big banners that hang down the wall of every year and who the best team was at the national champions and their names and stuff. It's fucking cool. Like for anyone that's a
Like the
Halo fan.
MLG teams and shit?
Yeah, it
Oh,
goes
wow.
all the way back to the start. Like the Bungie
Damn.
MLG days all the way through 343 HCS days now.
That's crazy.
So it's really cool, and they have big old statues of Chief and the Spartans, and they got weapons. You can take pictures. It's a giant like museum.
Wow.
It's pretty big, and
I've been fucking wanting to go to Seattle my whole life. That's definitely on my radar for a trip within the next 5 years. So I'm definitely gonna have to make that stop.
dude, check it out. You'll love it. Like someone that's been in, you know, back in the early days of Halo, especially
But
competitive.
so much history there, and I still find myself, you know, looking up what those guys are doing now, and just interested in that old scene. You know, there's so many memories.
What are they doing? What are, like, you know, some of the bigger guys doing, like the Ogre Twins and Walshy, and like what are some of those guys doing? I mean, I know what T Squared is doing. So
Yeah. So
I don't hear about the other guys.
yeah, Ogre 2, he retired about a year into Halo 5, I'd say, and became, I think he was a coach for a while and did some like analytical work. He streams a lot. Like we host each other on Twitch quite a bit.
Can you just really quick, to not mean to interrupt you, can you explain a coach? I don't know if a lot of people know there's video
Yeah.
game coaches like that. I know because I kind of saw when they started to become implemented. Before there was no coaches, and then all of a sudden then they allowed it, and now it's kind of a common thing now, right?
It is. And you'll see some teams will really benefit from it, and you'll see other teams that don't really need it. Like
What's your opinion? Do you think it's crucial to have a coach on a...
I think it depends on the team. You know, it depends on, some people do really well under direction. Other players just need to be able to do their thing, or they have the game so figured out that they just don't have a need for it, because they're able to self-analyze so well. I feel like the guys that won all the Halo 5 tournaments, most of them. It was Lethal, Snakebite, Royal 2, and Frosty. Those 4 guys, I mean, they'll have a coach back there, but I feel like they're a team that doesn't really need it. I feel like they're still probably just gonna win. The old Final Boss team at the end of H2, like, they would have a coach stand back there sometime. In fact, I think it was the Ogre's older brother that did it a few times.
Yeah.
And
I don't remember them having a coach, but
because I don't think that lasted very long.
yeah,
They just didn't
I think they
need
might have
it,
tried
you
it,
know?
and then
Walsh was already kind of a coach.
Exactly, yeah.
You know, if you have 1 or 2 guys on the team that do enough analyzing of like the gameplay, and they watch the other teams and they figure this stuff
and
out.
communicate.
Yeah, like as long as you're covering that base. But then you got other teams like Carbon in that same time. They were one of the first teams to do well with
a coach. Yeah, I remember him. He was probably the most popular coach
and those
at the time.
And those 4 guys were all really young back then. Like they're all teenagers, and they didn't really have like an older, more mature type player like Walshy on their team. So I think for them, it really helped them out because it kind of centered their focus and stuff. But again, I think it just depends on the team.
Yeah, I think that's so cool that where video games have evolved, you know.
Yeah, it's esports, you know, like in sports, like sometimes a coach really helps and brings a lot to the team. Other times the players just kind of figure it out and do their thing, and coach is just sort of like a placeholder.
Yeah.
So
I remember the first time that like they were being talked about on ESPN and
Who?
like
esports?
MLG.
Did you turn the fan off?
No.
Oh, you can turn it back on if you want.
I didn't turn it off, dude.
I'll turn it. I gotta turn my volume down anyway.
So I remember when MLG and Halo tournaments were first on ESPN, when they were first talking about them back in the day, and how fucking amazing it was. And now that's just like a normal thing where they talk about it, not maybe on just not on ESPN, but all kinds of media. I'll go to the Yahoo front page, and once every couple of months you'll see a major top 4 story about esports and the money guys are making and all that type of shit, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's really at a insane level. Ogre 2, he actually so this year with this Call of Duty, this is the first time that they're kind of going the Blizzard route like they did with Overwatch, where they're trying to franchise it and turn it into like cities with teams kind of thing.
That's dope.
Overwatch has done pretty well with that. I don't think it's taken off quite as much as they really wanted and expected it to, but I think it'll get there.
Yeah.
And Call of Duty is a big enough name where I think the same, like it'll get there. But Ogre 2, he got a job for so Florida's going to have a Call of Duty team, right?
Uh-huh.
He's coaching that team. They brought him in to be like a Call of Duty coach. And,
so they're actually paying him a salary and shit?
Actually, I don't know if coach is the right title. I think they named him general manager or something like that. I think he's in charge of.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's a legit thing, man. And so he and his wife moved from Utah down to Florida this past month or two, I think, is when they made that move. And I haven't talked to him too much since he did it. I think he's been busy with the game coming out and everything, but I think that's going to be a really, really good thing for them, because this new Call of Duty feels a lot like Halo 3 in the sense of how the guns fire and stuff. Everything's projectile, kind of like the Halo 3 battle rifle was. And Ogre 2 was just insanely good at Halo 2 and 3, and Halo 3 in particular. By the end of Halo 3, he had really figured that game out, and he won the last 3 tournaments in a row.
Yeah.
And so I think that'll be a really good fit for him. He's probably the smartest player I know of, in terms of just general sense of what to do, what not to do, when to do it, how to do it, changing things when they need to change. Walsh was insanely good at that too, I think, but that's what made that team so good, is Walsh and Ogre 2. I think the two of those guys just always knew what to do.
Yeah.
And were able to, and had the skill to do it too.
That's cool. That's dope.
I can unplug in the fan and shit.
What happened? Did I unplug it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know your fucking fan was plugged in, bro.
It's all good.
Oh,
That's cool.
that chain? Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
Fuck, it was hot as
Fucking
fuck and I was
noobs.
dying.
Dude, that's the way to go.
Fucking noobs.
That's the way to go, instead of wiring it through the ceiling, and then you got to deal with all that crap, right?
This place was built in fucking the early 70s.
So it probably doesn't have. It's just like popcorn roof with not a lot of wiring going through there.
You can see pockets where just water has fucking came through, and this place is old.
I don't know. I like where you live. It's
this place is dope.
It's
I like
tucked
it a lot,
away. Too. I love that.
Got a little bog cave going on here.
You do. This is way nicer.
I didn't get to hear what the fuck you guys were just talking about, but I do follow a lot of those guys on Twitter. I know Ogre still games a lot, or Ogre 2 games a lot, right?
He streams a lot, but the last few months he's kind of stepped back because he took a general manager position for the new Call of Duty team in Florida.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Florida's like major cities are gonna have Call of Duty teams now. Activision pulled Call of Duty away from major circuits, and they're just franchising it out, kind of like Overwatch did.
Holy shit.
And so it's reached, and so Ogre 2 was one of the first people that got picked up to run one of these teams, and rightfully so. I can't think of many people that are more qualified for something like that.
Yeah, and then Ogre 1, he's still retired, right?
Yeah, he's retired, living in Australia.
Wow, that's badass.
He's been hanging out on my streams lately, actually. I've never met Ogre 1. I've never really talked to him. He retired and moved out of the country before I knew any of those guys. And
he retired Halo 2, right?
Halo 3. After
Halo 3?
1 year of Halo 3,
After a year of Halo
if I remember
3, yeah.
right. And he's come back and done some tournaments here and there just for fun, but nothing too serious. But he's been getting into Destiny 2 lately, I think because Tom was playing a lot of Destiny 2, and Tom and I play Destiny together sometimes, and so we've seen Ogre One hanging out in my stream and Lindsay's stream like at 4 a.m. because he's in Australia and we stream late. So whenever we do like the Midnight Express, we tend to see Ogre One in there if we're playing Destiny, and it's cool. He hangs out and talks about stuff.
You're talking about your stream. Tell us about what you do.
So yeah, my wife and I, we both stream full time on Twitch. So we basically just play games for a living and treat it like a self-employed gig basically, and been doing that for about 4 or 5 years now. And we we go to a lot of events during the year as well. So we take time off to do that, but when we're home, we're usually gaming. I was up till 4:30 last night playing the new Star Wars game.
Dude, that's crazy. My brother, my brother doesn't play the games, but he loves to watch the storylines like on YouTube and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And
Like the cinematics?
Yeah. That's all he's been watching the last 2 days is the fucking storyline from that.
Just get the game and fucking play it.
Well, he doesn't want to play it. He'd rather the storylines are so fucking good, man.
Yeah, games have really reached a level of cinematic entertainment that really outshines movies in a lot of ways. And
yes,
I don't understand why they don't make movies like full-length movies with the cinematics of like World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
I would watch that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, a little hot. I would watch that in a heartbeat.
Yes.
They've done that for Halo, Like there's a YouTube channel. There's at least one YouTube channel that has gone in and taken all the Halo cutscenes chronologically and lore from the games and just cut them all together, and it's like 6 hours long. So you can watch Halo
that's badass.
all the way through. I've done it a few times.
Well, I don't mean necessarily from the video games themselves, but like news story content even.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
the graphics of
Blizzard
the
should be
cinematics.
doing
Blizzard should be
movies.
making movies
Yes.
with those graphics.
Yes.
But
they take forever. I think it's because they take so long to make. Like think
so
about
any
how
movie
long.
does. I mean,
No, but think about how long, like the cinematics that we're seeing, like for new patches and shit, and new expansions. Those cinematics probably take months, like maybe a year to make. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, do you have any idea how long something like that would fucking take to?
They crank it out pretty quick.
Really?
I think the reason that studios like Blizzard don't really go that route, and because they could be a full-blown Pixar if they really wanted to.
Fucking A,
they totally could. But
yeah, dark Pixar. That'd be so fucking bad.
It would. But like, I think the reason they don't is because I think games are just more profitable. Like you get a studio of like 400 people.
Yes.
You don't have to go out and build sets and do all this like hundreds of millions of dollars worth of production and marketing and shit. Like you do a lot of marketing, but I just feel like the cost to profit ratio in games is just like so much better than movies and so much safer typically.
Yeah.
So,
it's more
people
of a
can like
guaranteed
pre-order
money.
shit.
Yeah.
Once the game's out, you can sell stuff through it.
Look at fucking Blizzard. They're making hand over fist right now with all the fucking in-game bullshit that they buy, all the merchandise fucking people are buying.
Yeah.
Like they're fucking raking in the dough. I mean, it's almost like
the thing that
having your
sucks
own
about
church.
games these days though is, I think it was like a meme or something where, say like 2005, and you have a badass character. It's like, oh, look at this guy must have done something hard in the game to get this, and then it's the same like character, but it's like 2019. Like, oh, this guy must have spent a lot of money to get this because a lot of it is just
in-game
buying and purchases. What do you think of that shit?
I have mixed emotions about it because different studios are less honorable than others. Let's say, and the fact of the matter is, some studios do really cool stuff that they should be able to sell for extra because especially cosmetics and shit. Like if you love the game that much, you're playing it that much, and you've got designers that are going to go and make, these new weapon skins or this new vehicle or whatever it is that you can have, and they want to sell it to you for a couple bucks. Like I'm all for that, especially if like Halo 5 did, where when they rolled out Halo 5, and Microsoft backed HCS for the tournaments because MLG wasn't running Halo anymore at the time. They put $1 million into a prize purse for the first tournament, right? $1 million prize purse for the first H5 tournament. And then they said, by the way, the rec packs that you buy for Warzone, which is like this big team thing where you can get like weird gun drops and shit, like a rocket that shoots 2 rockets or something,
That's fucking cool.
Yeah, you'd open these packs that give you skins and stuff like that. And
But are these cosmetic, or are they to make your guy
well,
better
no,
too?
if they're getting an
That's what I'm
extra
saying. That
fucking
kind of
rocket,
sucks if you
yeah.
have to pay to get your you know what I mean?
Well, you get it for free too. Like you can buy more. It didn't really give you an advantage, and
Okay,
you couldn't
that's
use
what I'm
it.
saying. Like I wouldn't want that to make an advantage to someone who's not buying all that shit. You know?
Yeah, I mean, it could technically give you a slight advantage in some unranked Warzone shit, but in ranked playlists, no, you can't use any of that stuff in there.
Okay.
Most of it's cosmetic, but they took the profits. They took profits from those microtransactions and fed it into the HCS prize purse. So basically, you're buying loot boxes. I bought like $100 worth of loot boxes because of that, and then the prize pool for the first H5 tournament went from 1 million to 2.5.
Oh shit!
It almost tripled it. And so when studios do stuff like that, and then at the same time they gave us all the DLC for free in Halo 5. You know, like as long as they do it the right way, I'm totally fine with it. But then there's studios that, I mean, there's Activision that they just fucking gouge your wallet all year, and then they drop a new Call of Duty and start all over. You know?
Yeah, that's fucked up.
I hate that.
You
shit.
don't even get time to fucking play the game.
Yeah. They stop supporting it after like 4 months, you know, and then they just let it kind of bleed out for another 6 months, and then here comes the next one, you know, like
Call of Duty does that.
Yeah, Black Ops 4 is already pretty much obsolete, and it blows my mind because they put so much work into it, but they figured it out a long time ago. Like, we need to get multiple studios working on multiple titles so we can stagger it, so they're in a 2 to 3 year.
That's what I was gonna say. Different
development
studios
cycle.
do different ones, right?
Yeah, so Treyarch will do the Black Ops ones, Infinity Ward will do the Modern Warfare.
I didn't know that. Holy shit. I had no clue about that.
Yeah.
Do they at least use the same engine and shit, or
Yeah, they have
Sometimes.
to. Oh, they don't have to.
No,
Fuck.
not really. They usually back in the I don't know what they're using now for they did like I'm pretty sure it's a brand new engine for Modern Warfare that just came out. But back in the day, they would just go take like an id Tech engine from id Software, you know, that makes like Doom and shit, and then they just tweak that engine a little bit and make Call of Duty with it.
Wow.
So it's not, and there's a lot of money in that, you know. If you license a good engine like Unreal or Frostbite, studios will just go and pay to use it and make their game, and then that's you know, that's kind of where it's at.
I can't believe you're talking about Call of Duty and all this stuff. I can't believe we were talking also about, you know, seeing it on like ESPN and shit like that. Can't believe how many people talk about it in common like pop culture, like music.
remember when we were watching it on USA?
Yeah, sports. Yeah, that's what I was just. I forgot it was on USA at first.
That was the OG original video games on television.
Yes. And now you have like major sports players. Like there's this hockey player for I think the Calgary, Keith Kachuk's son. He's like ranked.
Oh yeah, I know about him.
Yeah, he's ranked super high in ranked play.
Yeah, I saw that.
And you know, these teams are having to start to like implement like rules. Like there's some team that's like no fucking video games, and other teams are like no, go fucking have fun, man. That's what these kids do. I'd rather have these kids playing video games on their off time than going out getting wasted and stuff.
Yeah,
right?
No kidding, man. Like especially if you're a pro athlete under the age of 25 with millions of dollars in your account, it's like, go home and play with your fucking Xbox. Don't go blow it on Vegas and buy 5 cars. And, you know what I mean? Like,
or do both.
You could do both, but hey, let's be honest. Like,
most of those guys aren't making that
dude,
type of money.
Accountants, parents, GMs, they're all going to be sweating way less if people are at home binging games instead of fucking buying hookers in Vegas.
Yeah, hookers and blow.
There's nothing wrong with that. Like for one weekend, I mean.
Yeah,
I would almost go to say like couple weekends. You know what I mean? Like if you're making that type of money,
yeah. You know what? Let's just retract what we said. Hookers and blow are way better than video games.
I mean, come on, guys. I mean,
let's just be real about this.
Get your shit together.
Dude, well, speaking of the OG Halo USA days, I don't know if you guys remember, but the Ogres used to use the Duke controllers.
Yeah, me too. We talked about that last
time we were here. Last time we were here, and you told us that story, you know, about getting arrested and how you were going home and you had a backpack full of Dukes. Well, I got something for you.
No way.
I got something for you.
No way, bro.
In my backpack here.
Oh, shit.
And it's probably not what you think.
This isn't a setup, is it? What? No way, dude. Holy This is for me?
That's for you.
What the fuck?
I got a cable in here too for it.
Old.
This is actually like a legit. Holy shit, dude! This just feels so good.
That is the remastered Duke. That's for an Xbox One.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
That big button on the front, the OG button. That's a fucking LED screen that lights up when you plug it in, and it does the original Xbox load up start screen.
What the fuck? What the fuck's this come from?
So Hyperkin is a third-party manufacturer. They go to a lot of events. You see them at E3 usually, and they do peripherals. And they just, because they're a fucking cool company, they decided to resurrect the old Duke. And we were talking like how it was like the most ergonomically.
I was just gonna say that it feels
amazing.
so good. And another thing is, just really quick, see how the buttons are so much closer together, like a diamond.
Yeah.
On the other controllers, they're a square. They're further apart. Actually, I just feel like you
Yeah.
could just hit the buttons faster right here. And then, I really like also on the smaller controllers, both joysticks are both indented like this.
Yeah.
I love this
The rounded
joystick.
top,
It has
yeah.
a rounded stick. That is fucking. This is the baddest. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. so the only
So bad, bro.
the only major difference is you'll notice like back
Holy
in the day
shit.
we didn't have bumpers on the old Xbox, so they put bumpers on the top right and left there.
shit.
So now you can use it on
That's
modern
crazy,
games.
dude.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
That's the only real difference.
I just started
Dude.
playing just real quick Rage 2 on because I have Game Pass. I'm
Oh,
lame,
nice. Yeah.
So I play shit when it's like years later, but I fucking can't wait to go. I literally just started
Yeah.
playing that 2 days ago.
Hell
This
yeah.
is gonna be perfect.
Yeah,
dude.
use
And
that.
it's so funny because I was just thinking about the Duke and
Yeah.
how amazing this controller is.
Yeah.
Are new kids playing with it because of
No.
what Keith was just saying? No, not even.
No.
A chance.
I got
So maybe it isn't that cool,
Okay,
bro.
okay,
Come on,
so-
bro. I don't think it's that cool anymore, man.
so
I was like,
got
this sucks.
dude, I got 2 of them because when they got it, like there were like tons of people pre-ordered it. It was actually really hard to get when they first resurrected it because all the people like me were like, yeah, I fucking want, I
Yeah.
want 2 of them, you
Yeah.
know? So I bought 2 of them. I bought that one and I bought a green one. And I was like, these are going to be like so popular at the LANs and stuff. I'll probably have to buy more. And fucking everyone comes in, they're like, no way. And then, and then they just go back to their other one. So like, but you're one of the few people I could think of that actually likes the Duke enough
Yeah,
to
for
use
sure.
it. And so I'm just like, I need to. It's just been sitting, you know. That's been used
Thank
like
you,
a few
man.
times, and
I appreciate this a lot, dude.
Yeah.
This will get. I mean, I really do want to use it, but I almost want to display it so it doesn't. You know what I mean? It just looks cool.
You know what the first thing I
wait
thought
till you
of?
plug it in, dude. Wait till you
Oh
plug
yeah,
it
I
in.
want to play. Yeah,
The
you're right.
first thing I thought of when he was talking about how this company was putting them out, everybody was like, the fervor was for them, and everybody was talking about them. First thing I thought of was like, fuck, I'm gonna go buy like 10 and fucking
No, dude,
resell them.
even when they were out, people shit on them. Like I think I was one of the few that was just like, this is the great controller. As soon as I think what happened was the original Xboxes all came with these originally,
Yeah, I think
and then
so,
they
yeah.
released it in Japan.
With
And they
the
kind of
S.
had and they had a smaller controller
Yeah.
there because I guess they have smaller hands there. I don't know.
Yeah, they didn't like that big one. Yeah.
And then America was like, oh, you know, I don't know how the fuck it started implementing here. They just took notice of that.
They
and then
probably were
they-
like, we made all these fucking controllers, and now we got to sell them. Let's sell them.
And then when people started playing with the small ones, they're like, the Duke sucks. And then people started talking shit about the Duke. And
Well,
so
I would have to when I would go to MLG tournaments, I would have to go on eBay, and I would always have like 4, 5, 6 Dukes on hand because you could not go to the store to get them.
Yep.
Yeah, and the Ogres used those until the very end of Halo 2, until they had to switch for the 360. But that controller, the only reason that I didn't use it all the time is because once I started clawing, it's almost impossible to claw
Yeah,
that thing.
I never
it's
clawed.
so tough. So like once you get comfortable with a claw, it's but you know, it depends on the game. Like Rage 2, for instance, like you don't need to do button combos in that. And that's a great shooter. That's a real clean, polished id shooter. So that'll be a good controller for a game like that.
Hell yeah. That's cool.
The
yeah.
sticks are great on it. They're real accurate. It's awesome.
Well, the Ogres couldn't have used a Duke for Halo 3 because
Yeah.
the Xbox
The 360 didn't support
didn't
it.
have that.
So
yeah.
they had to switch at the end of Halo 2. But they used those until the bitter end. You know, they were only, I think there was one other pro that I would ever see using it. I think it was Shook One used it. But everyone else was clawing.
You know, I mean, not only did I actually really enjoy it from in its inception, I had the Xbox the day it came out.
Yeah.
And but I think I also did continue using it because the ogres used it, and then the ogres were always my number one. You know what I mean? Like I was watching ogre videos when it was like home videos when Checkmate would fucking pull them out, like, check out these fucking guys, like, who the fuck are these mysterious fucking kids? You know what I mean? Just fucking raping everybody. Can you guys say that now in the gaming scene?
Rape? Yeah, I mean, I think people will just laugh like that again, brother.
No, I mean, you know how people are these days, and there's a lot of things we say growing up that isn't cool anymore. And I'm not gonna lie, back in the gaming days, everyone was constantly saying, "You got raped. You're gonna get raped." Rape was a very common word. Let's not lie.
It was, you know, and
I haven't been in the gaming scene in at least 10 years, so I wasn't sure if it was still a.
People definitely don't like say it like that anymore, but I feel like it always changes, you know. Then it was like you got shit on, or you got murked, or you know, like we go through. I feel like
there's nothing worse than rape.
Yeah, that's it's like the tippy top of offensive. Yeah. It's like the worst thing.
I mean, you got shit on, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, is there any other new words? Maybe I don't even know.
Jeez, I don't know. Like
Is there like I bet you shit talking's to a whole new fucking level, bro. Like there's probably, well, so many people are probably making videos of people doing shit like that, right? So they're like scripted bullshit.
Yeah, I mean I guess so. They've really clamped down on that kind of stuff, just like from a developer standpoint, you know, like. You get communications bans real easy. They've turned off voice chat in a lot of games. You know, you pretty much have to be in party chat. People just don't really have mics plugged in lobbies anymore like they used to. It's just it's fairly uncommon, I'd say.
That's weird.
It is weird.
When you're playing on Twitch, are you talking to like your teammates in the video game? And or the people do you talk to like the people who are watching too? Does that make sense? Or are they just are the people who are watching just watching you how you are with your teammates and stuff?
So it depends. So like I go back and forth and I try to mix this up and be balanced with this. If I'm playing a game like Star Wars last night, obviously I'm engaging the chat and talking nonstop.
Yeah, because you're by yourself.
Yeah. If I'm in a multiplayer game and I'm just kind of casually in a lobby with maybe some people from the stream, I probably won't do voice chat. We'll probably just continue to talk to the chat and just sort of play and do my thing. But every now and then, you know, I'll get like Jeremy, or if the right people are online and I get some like a 4-stack in Halo or something like that, we're all going to jump in party chat or Discord, and I'm not really going to talk to the chat. But they like to see that stuff once in a while. You know, they always tell me that. And I'll tell them, I'm like, all right, I'm going to jump in Discord with these guys, and we're going to go, like, stomp people for a few hours. So, you know, sorry, I won't probably see much in the chat. At that point, people will usually donate or give bits to say something, because then it pops up like a notification. I hear it, and I can see, you know. So
interaction. They want that interaction, man. But that's a big deal.
But they do like watching sweaty gameplay once in a while. You know, they like seeing me kind of, like, revert back into... you know, the old sweaty try-hard competitive mode where we're calling out, because you don't see that a lot either. You know, like if I'm playing an old Halo with some of the old guys and, you know, we're just constantly calling out like names for locations that don't exist, and people are like, what the fuck is he talking about?
You mean because it's lingo between you guys?
Yeah, like...
Not like... Because you know how sometimes there's general terms for areas of maps.
Sure, but if we're on like midship or something, or like, you know, he's up there P3 absolute, and people are like, what the fuck does that mean? You know, and I'll tell them, and they, you know, they like to learn that stuff.
Yeah, that's why when I used to watch pro gamers, I used to want to see how they communicated, you know, try to learn things from them. So I like to see them in their element, as if the cameras weren't there, I guess, you know.
Yeah, you feel like you get to kind of like, you know, not spy, but just like eavesdrop on something that you're not a part of. I don't know, it kind of piques your curiosity. I remember feeling that way when I first saw pros doing that kind of stuff, and I'm just like, what does that mean? Why are they doing that?
Learning little nuggets, man. You're digging for that shit.
Yeah, it's inspiring when you see how put together some of these teams would be, and just how they're constantly doing stuff. You know, they're constantly predicting things. They're setting stuff up, like they're forcing spawns so they can run a flag a certain way. You know, like when you get to that level, it's impressive to see.
It's very impressive. That shit used to blow my mind.
Yeah. So I've always liked that, but at the same time, as a streamer, I do also kind of want to focus on the interaction.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So I'll do stuff like that once in a while, but
I forget about the solo games like Jedi, where you can be more casual. And
what do you get more? So this is a kind of a two-part question. One, where do you get more viewers from? The multiplayer games or like the games like Jedi, the single-player story games?
It's tough to say because it really varies. Like honestly, it's kind of when you're a channel my size, meaning like, I mean, I'm a partner channel and I make a living doing this, but I'm not a big channel by any means. You know, like I'm not one of those guys that gets like thousands of views and you know, and because of that, I try to strategically pick what I'm going to stream based on, you know, where I'll be in the hierarchy of that game. If it's a big game that just came out, you know, like obviously I'll dive in, especially if we get it early. Sometimes devs will feed us games early, which is awesome.
Yeah, that's fucking cool.
But you know, if I go stream Fortnite right now, no one's gonna see. You know, if I go into even like Modern Warfare or something that's relatively new but been out for at least a week or two, like I'm gonna get buried in that hierarchy.
Too many people doing it.
Yeah, so I'll try and pick stuff that maybe has, you know, been out for a little while but has like a dedicated cult following where the biggest streamer in there is only going to be around 100 viewers. And I'm like, okay, see, then I'll go in there and I'll immediately be in like the top 3 or maybe even the top channel in that particular game. And so I try to do that, but I also try to make sure that it's games that I actually enjoy and want to play so that I can,
Yeah, fucking A.
you know.
Can't hate what you do.
Yeah, I don't want to resent. And every now and then I'll break that rule if it's a really popular game, like Death Stranding, for instance. Like, I fucking hate that shit. You know, like, I don't enjoy the game really, but I'm curious about it. Everyone seems to love it. And a lot of people know that I, like, hate PlayStation and love Xbox. So they're like, it's also kind of funny to watch me hook up at a PlayStation and just rage at the dumb controller.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
So in a way, it kind of works.
What kind of style game is that?
You're basically a fucking mailman on foot,
What?
carrying a refrigerator around on your back. Like it's so weird, dude. I knew it was gonna be weird because it's Kojima, and he does weird abstract shit. But this is like his first game on his own outside of Konami. He used to do the Metal Gear games, right?
Oh yeah,
And
fucking A.
He had that big falling out with them because they wouldn't let him go to this North American award show for like a Metal Gear game that he made because it was so good and he was going to get this award. But Konami's like made him stay and work. Like he couldn't even take time off to go take an award for a game kind of thing. And
So he was like, fuck you, and just...
Yeah, and the internet just lost it. They fucking lost it, you know, and so they basically like poached him, moved him to the States, gave him a studio. Sony was just like, do whatever you want, you know. And so
They got the dude from Walking Dead, right?
They like,
yeah, Norman Reedus is the main guy in it. But like Guillermo del Toro is in it. Like there's some big people that are part of the game. There's all these musicians that just like gave him the rights to their songs.
Just because this guy's like a god in the video game world,
Yeah.
and that's awesome.
well, how funny is it that he said they poached him, like they hid him away in like a fucking trunk of a car and drove him off. You know what I mean? Like that's crazy that
Yeah.
they're doing this. It's like old hockey in the fucking 80s where they're pulling people off the Russian fucking.
Where's
communist
Konami out
team.
of?
It's totally like Japan, right?
Yeah, so like some of those big corporations over there in Japan, man, they're
Those guys are jumping off buildings.
Yeah.
They have nets on
Yeah.
those buildings and shit, dude. I'm serious, bro.
That's true.
This
No,
guy-
it's true. They have suicide nets
They have
because
suicide nets, bro.
people overwork and they don't. Because
They're not getting laid. There's like fucking 5 dudes to every chick. They're fucking. They can't get weed.
yeah, they can't, dude. That's
They fucking,
crazy,
they're
bro.
jumping off. Dude, I would jump.
I was talking to a dude, Absolute Geek, the other night. We had a guy, guest host, that lives in Japan, and I asked him, I was like, dude, like, what's the weed situation out there? Do you smoke a lot of weed? And he's like, dude, no. That shit's super illegal. And I'm like, really? Like, the government? He's like, no, it's not the government, man. It's the Yakuza. The Yakuza makes so much money on the trades, and now the Yakuza runs the government. So they're like, they don't want any type of anybody.
Crop.
Yeah, they're making 100% of the money. You know what I mean? So they don't want to make it legal over there. So they just let the government continue to.
I mean, that sounds like it's probably true. To me, I would have thought that the government, because over there it's like everyone belongs to the state. Everything
Yes.
you do is for the good of the state.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a pretty typical,
Can you pull this again closer?
yeah,
Sorry.
general like Asian culture thing,
Yeah.
you know, and And I think there's just the mindset that marijuana just makes you unproductive.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
and
Ignorance.
So, well, not so
Well,
much more like laziness, you know.
yeah.
Just
No. I mean ignorance for them to think that.
oh yeah, because that's the taboo, you know,
Yeah, for
around
sure.
it, and always has been, and you know, from like
And they're a real old culture, like where
real old, and
they still think old. You know what I mean? Like they think like 1600s, 1500s, like culture. Like
I'm intrigued by. I mean, he's very humble and very, you know, very kind and well, I mean, it's hard to say, but like, it's weird. It's always been intriguing to me, like Japanese culture, because I've never been there, but I've the things I've like heard about it and read about it. It seems like so strange but appealing.
yeah,
And
yeah. It is. It's almost alien, to be honest, man. Like, have you guys seen like almost alien in the fact that how things happen here in this country, and then like you see when they go through a national disaster like the earthquake, how fast the towns got together and fixed everything within like days.
What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, they fixed that, but you know what they didn't fix?
The
nuclear, the nuclear fucking shit that's been pouring into the ocean
I'm
since
talking about, like,
2012.
I'm talking about
and
like
and there have traces of it on the California oceans right now, the
Yeah.
Pacific Ocean. It's
yeah.
the Fukushima.
They don't give a fuck about that.
No. There's no. It's not that they don't give a fuck about it. It's there's nothing they can do about it, dude. That shit got so hot and went down way in deep in the earth, man.
Yeah, did you see the that Bill Gates documentary that just came out on Netflix?
I watched the first episode where he's building the looking for like a toilet.
Yeah, so
I read an article
Is this
just the
for
other
India?
day.
well, for third world countries
Yeah.
that can't do water treatment, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's like the first initiative that was like the first big thing I think he tackled after he retired from Microsoft and just started doing philanthropy.
Mhm.
But if you I think there's 5 episodes total in that mini series, and I can't remember if it's like the third or fourth, but they get into what he's doing now, and it's nuclear reform. So he's trying to these nuclear meltdowns in like Chernobyl and Fukushima. It's because the technology was like it's from like the fucking 60s.
Yeah, using floppies and
Yeah.
shit.
It's old shit, and it's got flaws, and you know, and they're using hot uranium. So he basically built a company like 6-7 years ago, I want to say, and they have created a brand new, completely redesigned nuclear reactor that uses depleted uranium, which we've got a fuck ton of, by the way, just lying around. We don't know what to do with it, and they make it to where it can't fail, and if it did fail, it can't explode because it can't get hot enough. Even if, like, the main reason that Chernobyl and Fukushima failed was because they had backup power generators. Like, a power failure happens, and then you have a generator that's supposed to kick on to keep you from fucking up. The generator, like
Keeping it cool.
yeah, like the ocean water at Fukushima tipped over the wall, and then the backup generators were underwater, and then the power outage happens, and then bam, you're done.
Yeah.
So they made one that works where it's basically entrapped in coolant, depleted uranium runs for 10 years, and then they swap it out. And even if there's no power and the generator or the reactor shuts off, the coolant around it can't even get hot enough. Like, there's no way it could explode. There's no way it could leak. It could never do any of the things that we've seen happen. And it's just people are so scared of nuclear energy now. And that's like his biggest roadblock. Yeah.
They fucking should be. Look at that Fukushima shit, man.
Well, yeah. And if you have like old technology that's dangerous and poorly handled and has holes in it like that, it's catastrophic, clearly. But at the same time, it's like nuclear energy. That's how you get off of fossil fuels. That's how we get away from shit that fucks up the earth. You know, like, we really have to make nuclear work at some point or another because there's just no other way. Like, and so I love that's where his head's at now.
He has a lot of roadblocks with that right now.
I think his biggest roadblock right now
How's the government with that with him? Are they the
government loves it
on his side?
But to build reactors like this, you gotta go to China. Like, you just have to. And right now we have a trade roadblock with China.
Yeah.
And so I think that's what's holding him up now. But they were like ready to go. They had the designs ready, and then Fukushima happened. And that was a huge setback. So everyone's like, nope, no nuclear, blah, blah, blah. You know, like, we need to get rid of all the reactors. We need to shut down all these plants. And basically it took the wind out of his sails. But you know, he's staying vigilant.
I wish that there would be more news about that, because if we knew like more about what he was doing, and there was like a lot, you know, he was talking about it in the press more than he usually does. I think I'd have a better feeling about Bill Gates. I always looked at him as being an asshole.
No, dude, you gotta watch his documentary.
Yeah,
He's
watch
all
that.
about
that's what I'm saying.
making
like,
the
no,
world a better
that's
place.
What I'm
He's
saying.
a bad motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying. Like, now that I've seen, like, you guys are talking about this, it's making me think, like, dude, nah, he's a fucking cool dude. But,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? There's those stories where you hear, like, he won't give any of his fucking money to his kids. What? Fuck you. What a fucking dick.
I think it's because he's donating it all to fucking.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
come on, man. You can give your kids like $10 million, dude.
It's probably like the way the media worded it. You don't think there's like some type of stocks
No, that's
and
what I'm
bonds
saying.
and things for them? that
Yeah,
they're
I
like,
agree. No,
they're
you're
not
right.
having everything.
And
ever
he's
worry
probably
about.
like, that's too stupid to even go fucking even
he doesn't give a
justify fucking yeah. Fuck that. Yeah, you're probably right now. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I wish I would have heard more about what, you know, he's doing. I know he's really big about philanthropy, but I don't specifically know, you know.
And when you're working at that high of a level of intelligence and business, you have to be a dick at certain times to get things done. So there's a lot of people that probably think he's an asshole, you know what I mean? But he probably did it for whatever reasons he had to, you know?
Yep.
You have to be an asshole sometimes.
Uh-huh.
Oh, dude, like that's the main reason Microsoft was such a juggernaut in terms of success, is because he's a cutthroat guy, man. He did what he had to do to make sure that business succeeded, and it pissed a lot of people off. But at the end of the day, like, he's out there, he's, you know, like one of the richest people on the planet, and this dude's just giving billions of dollars away. Like, he's just trying to solve these problems that no one else gives a shit about.
Yeah, like
And-
like sewage in third world countries and shit like that. He created a toilet that doesn't need
Dude.
water and turns into fertilizer and all this shit.
Hundreds
Yeah, because
of
there's-
millions.
No one
There's
wants to
kids
do
in
that.
China that are shitting on fucking sidewalks and in malls, man.
There's
Yeah.
fucking people doing that in fucking dude. There's someone that did that up the road. I
But have they got-
I take Fabius to take a shit in these rocks over there. I'm not even kidding, bro. There's a shit on the corner of the wall, and then the guy wiped his ass on the wall like 3 times. I was like, and it's still there.
Like, what is this, LA?
That's fucking happening here, bro.
Oh, dude. That sucks.
It's so gross.
Yeah, but it has gotten as bad as where they're cutting those slits in their fucking on their you know, in their shorts, to where they don't even have to take their shorts down. They just
I heard
squat.
there's a app that, like, if you go to San Francisco, and it'll tell you where all the people have shit, like all the shit piles.
Are you kidding me?
I swear to God,
It
'cause it's
totally
so
needs
bad,
that.
'cause
No,
it's so
I know.
bad.
I've only been once, but we made the mistake of staying in the Tenderloin without knowing what it was, because it was like half a mile from where TwitchCon was happening. I'm like, this hotel's like half price of the other ones. Like,
It's called the Tenderloin.
it's called the
Yeah,
Tenderloin.
that's the fucking Joey talks about that all the time, dude. That's where Joey originally went.
Yeah. We were fucking floored. Because the weird part is it's like this invisible line. It's like this square mile of just like the worst, fucked up, most aggressively homeless, weird fucking drug addict, nightmare people.
Yep.
And then you just kind of turn a corner, and then they're gone.
really nice.
You know, it's
Yeah.
fucking weird, dude. It's weird, and it's funny. Like, the hotel that we stayed at's in it. You walk half a mile and you're in front of like a JW Marriott, and there's no sight of it, you know. And then but you round the corner, go back, it's like, oh shit, there's mattresses and fucking crazy people everywhere. Like, what the hell?
But I think every city kind of has an area like that. Like, you know what I mean? There's like in Vancouver's, there's Hastings Street, you know, that fucking stretch where it's just fucking nothing but fucking drugs and homeless people.
There's
and
a
shit.
street like that here on Jefferson.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it until about 2 years ago. I did this thing where we were packaging like deodorants and different things for the
Shoes,
homeless, and
getting
I didn't know where
shoes.
we were going, and I hopped in a car with someone who was part of the group, you know, putting these things together. Went down to Jefferson, and it was like a Skid Row. It wasn't as big, but there is a total street like that of just all homeless people, drug addicts, you know, people with mental, you know, disorders and things like that. And it opened my eyes, like, holy shit, they have that here in Phoenix too.
Oh
you know,
yeah,
it's
dude.
crazy.
It's getting worse too, man. It
But
sucks.
in LA, it's really bad. It's like tents and shit, people everywhere, you know.
Yeah, it's so bad that rats are back with plague.
Oh,
LA?
fuck,
Yeah.
dude.
Are you serious?
The like news journalists are covering where there's so much trash and so many people displaced that are just out on the street. There's so much trash and shit lying around that rats are now infesting the city. It's
That's
that
disgusting,
bad.
man.
It's like fucking 17th century shit. But yeah, I was gonna ask you, you know, like we talked a little bit last time about, you know, like your battle with addiction and how you got out of it and all that stuff, and you'd mentioned like heroin was the main thing.
Yeah.
So
Well, it was like a build up from pills to that. But
okay. Yeah, the reason I ask is like a couple years ago, I started using Kratom. Are you familiar with that?
For sure. I call it, and I only do this because of a guest that was on Rogan, but I call it Kratom.
Kratom,
Yeah.
I know I think that's how they say it in like the Philippines
Yeah.
In Thailand and
or
shit.
Thailand, yeah, wherever it's from. It's like a Polynesian plant.
Yeah.
But-
I've taken that before.
Mhm.
I'm dealing with chronic pain right now, and obviously because of an opiate addiction, I don't take anything for the pain. And I was suggested that. Saw a couple Rogans on it.
Yeah.
Hamilton Morris. I don't know if you know who he is. I highly suggest watch his show. He has a show on Vice where he goes around the world and just does crazy outlooks on just all kinds of different drugs, and Kratom is one of them. He's actually the guy that calls it Kratom, and so I've tried it, and
I think I have seen this guy actually.
Yeah.
He was on Rogan, right?
yeah, he's on Rogan. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's like
I have
a
seen
pharmaceutical. He's really into drugs, but the chemistry behind it, in a sense, you know,
Yeah.
like
The show's called Hamilton's Pharmacopoeia.
yeah, it's fucking amazing, dude. I would binge watch it. It's one of the greatest shows I've ever seen.
But still, you know, that shit's also, you know, a form.
That's what I was gonna say. Is it did give me similar feelings.
Yeah, it fires similar receptors in your brain.
Yeah, and so
Are you still using it?
I got it right here. I took some before I came in here. I don't use it for the same reasons. I've never taken heroin, so I don't know like what that is in terms of
My
like a
brother
high, but-
uses it.
Yeah, I use it for
Pain. That's what my brother uses it for.
so yeah, I mean there's different strains of it. I like
I was using the Bali.
Bali. Yeah, I like the green Malaysian. The green Malay or the Mang Daz are good. The best one I've had is like a green hula. I like the green strains because it's they do mood elevation and energy. It feels like Adderall, honestly. Like
It makes you feel.
We were just
great.
talking about that.
No, with Bud.
Yeah.
Because this is where I was going to get to is because of Bud is, you know, he was taking 10 of them a day. Like you can get out of control with that shit. You know what I mean? I never had enough to, I think, get like, I guess, addicted to Kratom, but
I don't know.
but the thing is, so
different
this is the thing is what you were saying is it affects your brain similar to opiates, to to your receptors. But I don't have enough knowledge and information to know.
Can you get withdrawals from it?
Exactly? Or
Not
can you get
really.
withdrawals from
Okay.
it?
So that was why I wanted to bring it up because I've been using it, pretty heavily over the last 2 years in different ways, trying to like figure out what strains I like, which ones I don't like, how much is too much, because it seems like with this particular supplement, less is more. I find out that if I take a little bit less, a lot of times it'll work better. It's really
why
weird.
are you taking
Microdosing,
What's
man.
the reason for you to take it though? Is it for pain or
I use
just
I use it for streaming and long drives and just the same kind of stuff, mostly gaming stuff. Like it just
Almost like an Adderall type effect, but without the negatives.
not as potent as an amphetamine, obviously, but it just
Is Adderall considered an amphetamine?
oh yeah,
for sure?
Yeah.
it's
Fuck
watered
yeah,
down
it's
meth,
fucking
dude.
meth
I
in a
didn't know
pill.
that. I didn't know that.
It's meth in a pill.
Yeah, totally. It's
I had no
And,
idea.
and by the way, that's huge in the gaming scene.
Yeah.
That's huge with college. That's actually a very popular drug. Like if you want to stay up or you got a paper or whatever. It reminds me of the Jesse episode on Saved by the Bell when she's addicted to caffeine pills. But
Yeah.
it's speed. It's straight up speed.
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
legal speed.
But but that was one of the reasons that I was interested in this, because I was looking for something that maybe helped me in the same way that Adderall does, but I don't want to fucking take Adderall.
Yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah.
fuck no. Nobody does.
I mean, it's helpful once in a while and everything, but like in general, I was looking for something that I could use as a daily supplement. And in the last 2 years, I have intentionally tested myself where I'll let myself run out of it and then just not use it for like 10 days and just see how I feel.
How do you feel?
And there's zero negative effects. Zero. In the times where I take a lot, like maybe arguably too much in a day, like the worst case scenario I ever have is like maybe a little constipation. You get like some sandy shit, you know, like, but I don't ever have.
That's a typical opiate side effect.
Oh, is it? I just figured it's because of the, because it's powder.
I don't know if kratom does it, but opiates constrict your intestines, you know, so it makes it, you know, you don't shit as much. You get constipated.
Yeah, I haven't had that. The two things that are mostly different about this than taking something like Adderall is it doesn't jack your heart rate up to the sky and it doesn't suppress your appetite. And so like I can eat on it, I get hungry on it, and I could just take it throughout the day. Like I'll take it like for instance, yesterday I streamed pretty long. I went 16 hours and I took probably 3 or 4 capsules of it. And those capsules I think are like half a gram, and I'll do that every 2 to 3 hours, all throughout the stream, and then I'll go and I'll pass out and wake up the next day and feel fine. It's a fucking miracle.
My
dude.
brother uses it straight for pain. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, he loves it. I mean, and he had a problem with opiates, and the kratom actually helped him get off the opiates. So
yeah,
you know, there's different ways it works for different people, but at least it's you know, it's a natural thing. It's, you know, it comes from a plant. I've had 2 doctors in the last 3 weeks. I've had a bunch of medical stuff going on, get a bunch of tests, and I've had to tell doctors, you know, about my drug past. And you know, when I tell them about, you know, started with pills and then it went to heroin, that I've had 2 doctors tell me, yeah, you know, heroin isn't really that bad, just the heroin itself. And I'm just like, yeah, I mean, like,
what?
Yeah, like what?
Why would they say that?
Well, because it's not. It's water soluble. You know what I mean? Like, well, if
they're just saying the abuse of it is.
Yeah, the abuse. You know, so basically, there's places where you can do heroin legally, right? And
they're trying that out right now in Philadelphia.
Yeah, and you just go to a government center, and they dose you with a daily dose of heroin. You know what I mean?
A clean needle.
With a clean needle. And it's because it's water soluble. If you're on a dose that people call it like chipping. When I was using it, was called chipping, right? Yeah. Chipping was using in a small amount, then waiting a couple days so you don't get onto the
right.
You know, the addiction. But where they're legalizing it is they're giving people a daily dose. They come in, they get their daily dose, and now they can go have a job. They can go work and not have to go through withdrawals. And they you know, when you have to go through withdrawals, you got to get the drug off the street, and you're paying all this money, and then you're losing the money, and then you're hanging out and you're doing stupid shit to get more money. So like, it worked in a lot of other countries. You know what I mean? In Canada, it worked. In Holland, it worked. I want to say in maybe Germany. I know, and you know, there's a lot of European countries where that's working right now.
Yeah.
But the problem with the opiates is the you know, the opioids, the pharmaceutical shit. You know what I mean? Because there's so much that shit is so fucking toxic, man.
Yeah, it's worse than ever now.
Yeah. Well, with this fucking fentanyl, man. This fentanyl.
So I'm so glad I'm not a drug addict now.
Yeah. Well, and the thing that pisses me the fuck off is, like, obviously with regard to the kratom, I take it recreationally to just use as like a supplement, almost like caffeine, you know, like it's actually in the coffee family.
Or like alpha brain.
It's a very natural. It's not like Adderall where it's, you know, in a lab. You know what I mean? I mean, I guess there's a lab, but it's really just from the plant, extracted from the plant. Yeah, it's just a
ground up plant, and the thing that ticks me off so much is, like, when I started using it and enjoying it and figuring out like what the benefits of it are, you know, I come to find out, like, the main reason it's so popular is because it's used by drug addicts to wean their way off of opiates, and because it's the perfect thing to do that, right? And there's all this pushback, like the DEA is trying to get it like set as a Schedule 1 drug, and that's fucking ridiculous, dude. Yeah. And And
so you might have to stock up on it.
well, that's what I have been doing. So I'll buy like a kilo of it. But
Where do you go, like a head shop or something, or online, or?
they sell it at a lot of head shops. But I'll go to the Kratom Connection online a lot. Like they have, that's like the cheapest and the best, I'd say, that I've had it. And then the capsules that I take, Lindsay takes them too. We both love it. That's made by a company called Urban Ice out of Vegas. And they were in that documentary, A Leaf of Faith. I don't know if you ever saw that.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, so that shop owner that he talks to at the end or whatever, like that's Urban Ice.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, their stuff is great. And so I've been trying to like, you know, kind of keep tabs on how that goes, because I travel with this stuff and I don't want to land in a state where they fucking arrest you with it or whatever.
Is there different laws in different states for it, or
like 46 of the states it's totally fine, but there's
that
a few holdouts, you know, and then obviously there's the pressure by the like the DEA and the FDA to like put their thumb down on it, because it threatens the pharmaceuticals that it, you know, it's like marijuana. It's the same kind of shit.
There's gonna be a lot of propaganda about it and
tons of like corporate pushback, and it just infuriates me. Like they come out with like, I'll get, people will send me an article once in a while, like, you know, Kratom linked to, you know, like 40 deaths in, you know, since 2018 or whatever. And it's like all drug addicts that had it in their system kind of thing. You know, it's
those
like,
are the stupidest
fucking
studies or
crazy.
articles of all time, because everyone dies from everything.
Yeah.
People die from drinking too much water. You know what I mean? Like, and like what you just said, it's out of context, where like they obviously probably had a million other drugs in their body, and then they just try to link it because they found Kratom in it, when like they're probably using it for the good.
They're probably they probably lived longer because they had it. You know, like they probably wouldn't have overdosed at all if it was more accessible. And
if you remember, even what Bud said, Bud was like, you know, he you know, he used to use, you know, and back in the day, whether it's, you know, drinking or other drugs, but he kind of noticed that it was taking him to a place that, you know, was getting back close to that problem. So maybe he saw it more as like a mental state, like, hey, I'm starting to think about it differently,
for sure, yeah,
rather than the ill effects, you know what I mean? So yeah, I say no matter who uses what, it's how you use it. And you know, it's in moderation. I mean, I'm sure there's people that are having problems with the Kratom, that they're going through a bottle a day or some bullshit. Like, I mean, do you know anybody that has crazy, uses a shit ton?
I've never heard of or seen. I'm pretty sure there's 0 documented deaths ever from overdosing on Kratom. I don't think you can do it. Yeah. Because like I said, like if I took like just a shit ton of it, like I'd probably feel pretty wired, but like at the end of the day, I'm just gonna like shit sand rocks and move on with my life. And no kidding, like I don't know how any, like you can go and take half a bottle of Advil and you're fucking dead. You know,
fucking right. Yeah,
no shit.
And fucking amen.
It's like, but if I took every capsule in that bottle in my backpack, like it definitely wouldn't kill me.
Yeah,
like there's no way it'd kill me. Yeah. And
that's why I love this shit right here.
Well, all you can do is just promote it, talk good about it, and diminish
good
all.
For you for talking on this about
it. Exactly.
People need to hear this shit.
That's why I brought it up. Yeah, because I think, especially, you know, coming from someone who like has battled addiction and ultimately came out on top of it, which again, huge props for that. Like,
thank you, man. I really appreciate that a lot.
Yeah, that's like you're like the 1%, you know, and I love that. I love that you got that deep into it and turned it around. Like I don't think I'd be able to. Like,
well, to be honest with you, you're sitting with actually 2 other guys who've been into that same hell. McClay, he was doing heroin before doing heroin was cool. Back in like the late 90s.
Wait, it's cool? I want to try it.
No, I'm just kidding. No, what I mean by that, it's back then it was like, what the fuck is heroin?
Yeah.
But now like kids are doing heroin in high school, bro. You know what I mean?
Fuck.
Like it's very, very popular.
Yeah.
And Don Rizze too, man. He's been in that dark. So all 2 of these guys have been through the same darkness and shit. So
that's awesome, man. That, like, honestly, hats off to you guys.
I always say that I would rather, if I have to go like do anything crazy or fucking, you know, have to be around people that I'm gonna, you know, if like if I only knew one quality, and that was they beat drug addiction and then they'd never use drugs, I'm gonna take somebody that beat drug addiction 100% of the time. You know what I mean?
Because you know
They've gone through fucking hell, man. They've gone through hell, and they know how to succeed in something. It's the same way with like kind of like how Joe Rogan says, like especially for males, you kind of have to go through something in life where it's really fucking difficult to get through it, to come out on the other side in a positive way. He talks about like wrestling or jiu-jitsu, or sometimes he talks about, like drug addiction too. So, going to war, growing up in a fucking battlefield in some shitty city, Chris Martin fucking going through life in and out of fucking group homes all his life. And you know what I mean? And then getting thrown into fucking prison for for a joint, and went through hell. And now that guy is fucking, he's doing everything he can to fucking be better. So, yeah, man.
Life is suffering, and
yeah,
throughout life, you're going to go through quite a fair amount of unfair suffering. A lot of it's going to be unfair, and it's just like, what are you going to do? Like the moment you overcome it, you harden yourself and you become better. And it's overcoming suffering is ultimately, all of life. That's all it is. Life is suffering. But
the thing that sucks about life or whatever is that it is very unfair, and everyone gets dealt such a different hand of cards. I was lucky to have family and friends to get me out of that shit. I see homeless people every single day in downtown Phoenix who went through the same shit I went to and didn't have that, and they're fucking bumming for cigarettes and money and shit like that. So I feel lucky more than anything.
That's a good point.
A lot of these guys, I don't know if you guys have seen that Netflix show. We might have talked about it on your last episode. We talked about it early about the guys that are in like death row and why they're there. Yeah. And
those guys are mostly you hear their side of the story, and their whole lives was just getting fucking. There's this one guy never had no one had ever shown this guy love in his entire life. And even when he did the murder, he was doing it to like
get love. No, he said nobody has ever said that I love you to me. Yeah, nobody, not his parents, nothing.
Are you talking about Mindhunter?
No, this is a real show. It's a real behind the scenes on.
Every episode is a guy on death row who murdered somebody. There.
Oh, I see.
And how they got there. But when you find out their side of the story, that's actually really interesting because they make you hate the guy, and then they go back and forth with the drama. But then at the end, you realize, man, these guys were just born into just mostly like just drug addict parents who beat the fuck out of them. And I'm not saying what they did in murder was right or anything, but there was definitely a crazy dark path that led them up to where they were. And it's just like, it's a very good show. I wish fucking
more people could see it. Yeah,
I wish I knew the name of it, but anyway.
I'm sure people
will Mindhunter is kind of a similar premise.
That show's badass.
I love that show.
That's Fincher, right?
Yeah.
And but that's all real shit too. It's just, dramatized a little bit.
But if you go watch those real Edmund Kemper tapes, dude.
I went and looked it up like after I saw the first few episodes of him and just, like
that shit's fascinating.
It is. And it's such a cool thing to make a show around of how we kind of turned this corner, around the 60s, 70s, and we're like, okay, it's not so clear cut and dry why people do this stuff. There are crazy outliers and we need to understand them, and just, how that kind of went from an underground closet at the FBI to just like a full blown section of the Bureau profiling criminals.
Yep. Because there's a point where they didn't have motive. Like usually there was always like a motive before. And
exactly.
Now,
that's where profiling comes from. Like what a difference they've made to be able to find, some of these fucking people that are just lost like that.
And Kemper, for instance, kind of to what you guys are saying, when he's talking about, like, if there's one thing I've learned, it's that a mother shouldn't scorn her son, and he just breaks down how she would just degrade him his whole life. Yeah. And, and it, you can't blame that for what he did, but you can attribute it.
Right?
Yeah. There's some really interesting stuff, hidden in that show, and it's fun to think about.
Talking about Netflix real quick, just to switch the fucking, do a complete 180. with Mandalorian out, right?
Yeah.
That's Disney, though.
Yeah, I know, but I'm totally thinking about.
Did you watch it?
No, I haven't
Oh,
yet.
motherfucker.
I'm waiting for. I want to wait for at least 3 episodes because every time I'm
Bro,
so
the first
used
2
to.
are amazing. Just watch the first 2,
Okay.
so we could talk about it tomorrow.
Okay, that's what I'll do. I'll do it tonight. So, anyways,
No, he won't.
I have.
You
fucking,
better.
I have fucking Netflix, Amazon Prime,
has homework.
fucking
You can
DC
use my-
Universe. No, hold on.
You can use my password.
I'm saying like I want to get rid of all those and get Disney Plus, for a little bit because of all the fucking shit that's on Disney Plus, and just fucking binge Disney Plus for a while.
Just really quick, does either Lanza or your little brother have Verizon?
Good
if
question.
you have Verizon, you get Disney Plus for a year.
For a year. I think you have to have the unlimited plan.
Unlimited, but who
Yeah.
doesn't have
Yeah,
unlimited?
who doesn't? I have
If you
it.
don't,
Me?
you get minutes.
So go to Verizon,
No, but
get unlimited.
they fucking
You have
throttle my
unlimited.
shit
You have
though.
well, that's unlimited.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but you can get better fucking data plans, right? And that's still unlimited?
If you're not unlimited,
Almost-
you don't get throttled, but you pay way more.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it works. But I've never been throttled. Like maybe once on one of my tablets when we were like streaming off of
It's
it.
because you're probably on Wi-Fi most of the time, right?
No,
No?
I mean, I'll use Wi-Fi like sometimes, but honestly, like it's really just. I just don't care. It's unlimited, so
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. Like,
Let's talk about real quick kind of how do you guys set up when you go to these events that you guys are going to? Like what's the normal way you guys set up there?
well, it depends on the event. Like I'd say about half the events that we go to are from Lindsay's old cosplay days, which is a kind of a different beast that we don't tackle too much anymore, but she has such a big social media presence still that we get invited by like a dozen events a year to bring her out and have her do costumes, maybe do a panel or judge a cosplay contest, and they'll give her a booth, they'll fly us out there, cover all the travel, hotel
Fuck
shit.
yeah.
And so we're like, yeah, all right, it's cool. We just went to Paris because of that.
Are you serious? I saw the Paris. I didn't know it's because of that.
Yeah, we went to Paris Comic-Con and
I was gonna ask.
Oh,
I wanted,
holy shit,
I wanted to ask
dude.
you about because I've seen you do some crazy travels. We need to talk about Paris, and we also need to talk about the Star Wars Galaxy place.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
let's talk about Paris.
Yeah. Well, actually, like from the end of August until we went to Galaxy's Edge, we did like a dozen events. It was
Holy shit.
It was the craziest fucking 2-month run we've ever had. And so like, we did Nashville for the GameStop Expo, and I dressed up like the Doom guy. We did like event in Seattle. We did the Halo Outpost in Anaheim, which was also really cool. It was like that 343 museum on steroids. It was so cool. And then we did TwitchCon. We did Salt Lake Comic Con. But yeah, Paris, that one was obviously like the reason we said yes to so many things is because we had some really cool events we'd never been to, and that was one of them. And so even though it was right before we had to go to Anaheim during BlizzCon and do the Galaxy's Edge stuff, like we came home from Paris, we're home for a day, and then drove to Anaheim. And it was
Wow.
nuts, dude. So it really took a lot out of me. I face planted hard when we got home. I was out of commission for a fucking week, dude. I couldn't stream. I was just like, leave me the hell alone.
Do you guys get to go like check shit out though? Like when you were in Paris, did you get
Yeah,
to...
you were tearing shit up there, right?
Yeah, so they what they'll typically do is they'll cover travel for her and her handler, which is me, and then they'll give her a booth that we can sell out of, have her do some events. They pay flights, they pay hotel, we don't pay anything. And then every now and then we'll do an appearance fee, but they're a smaller con in Paris and they were willing to pay the overseas flights and shit. So
Fuck,
we're
yeah.
like, yeah, why not? We'd never been. So what we did is we just booked 2 extra nights in the hotel they put us at and on our own dime, and then had them give us a flight home on Wednesday instead of Monday kind of thing, so that we could walk around and see stuff and do the whole tourist thing. And so we had 2 days to do that. And obviously Lindsay being the Disney fanatic she is, we went to Disneyland Paris while we were there.
Yeah,
just
I
to
saw that
see.
on your
Disney
Facebook.
fanatics are a different fucking breed, man.
Dude,
They are fucking a different
You're telling
breed.
me. Her whole family's like that. Like her parents,
Yeah, dude.
like they all love
breed,
it.
They breed.
They do. They multiply.
Yeah.
It's the Church of Disney. They're like fucking.
They're crazy, dude.
They're theme park Mormons, dude. Like they're devout. They are devout.
That's fucking
That should be a
awesome,
fucking
dude.
t-shirt, bro.
Yeah, that was awesome, dude.
Yeah. But yeah, Paris was.
Is it ever weird? Like you said, you're her handler, but like she's out there in a cosplay. Is there ever like weird moments where you're like looking at dudes like, you gotta fucking chill, man? Does it ever happen?
You just described like the last 7 years of my life, dude. Like, of course it fucking happens.
But what do you do? Like, has there ever been any situations where you're like, it gets out of hand?
Have you ever to fuck somebody up?
Yeah, that's what I
No.
mean.
Some
Yeah.
fucking nerd.
Yeah.
I mean, we definitely, we don't do as
It's probably
many.
chicks more than dudes.
Oh no, it is
Well, that's-
hardcore,
let's go the other
concentrated, nerdy ass dudes. Like, it is nothing but nerdy dudes. And hey, and they're my people. Don't get me wrong. Like, I know,
but let's be real. You're upper class nerd.
Yeah, like
There's
high
no-
class
you know,
nerd.
there's
High class
different kinds of
nerd.
nerds. You know what I mean?
Thanks.
You're-
High class nerd. Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah. I'm like,
and then there's fucking dorks.
Yeah.
And those, you know what I'm saying?
There's guys that go try to kill fucking a Power Ranger at a Comic Con.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that shit drives me up the wall, like, because I've had death threats and shit, just
Are you
because.
fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
I don't mean to laugh.
No. I mean,
that's crazy.
it's never been. We've only had to go to the police like once, and there's only been one time where we had to go and actually fucking report. Every other instance of this kind of stuff, I'm just like, whatever, dude. I'll be 5 feet from her at the con behind the booth. Come find me. Bring a step stool.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Is it because of
they-
chatter online that leads up to the event? Is that what you're talking about?
No, it's just like the guys. So guys find her on the internet.
They probably follow her from con to
And
con.
They send dick pics. For sure.
All our DMs have been turned off for a long time. Like,
Okay. They were turned off 1,000 dick pics ago.
But people will people would like order prints, they buy prints from her, and then like email.
Oh, shit, that's bad, dude. That's fucking.
That's
dope.
badass.
That was our primary income before we moved to streaming. We did that for about 2.5 years,
Hell
where
yeah,
we just
fucking hustle.
sold
Fuck
prints,
yeah.
went to cons,
Fuck
and
yeah.
that was our deal. And then,
Shit,
but
you just went to Paris because of it. Fucking, I would do that shit. Fuck yeah.
yeah,
Dude, you guys are fucking doing badass shit.
yeah, it was cool. It was a fun ride, but we wanted to move towards something a little more honest, and I wanted to be in a situation where everyone knew about me and it was okay. Like, I was tired of being the guy they found out about after they paid hundreds of dollars in prints, bought everything she ever sold, and then pays all this money, goes to this con, goes up to meet her, and here's her fucking giant husband standing right next to her. I always felt
dude, you're fucking
so
you're like,
bad.
Yeah, you're a big
9
dude.
foot tall, bro. So
yeah,
I love that. Bring a stool,
Dude,
step stool, fucking line.
99%. 99% of these guys are awesome. They're just nerdy, awkward dudes, and I was like that when I was younger, like if I found a hot girl that was into all these video games and loves watching Tron and has tattoos of, like World of Warcraft shit on her body and dresses up, like, obviously it's the fucking nerd's wet dream, right? Like, that's the kind of chick every nerd wants. Who wouldn't? And like, if I was 18 and awkward and never been outside and I stumble upon this page and it's got 1 million likes and then she sells these prints and she'll sign them for me, it's like, I get it,
Yeah,
I get
fuck,
it.
yeah.
I can put myself back in those shoes and understand.
But
I try to bridge that gap so they don't hate me and they know that I don't hate them. That's
Make
really
it,
important to
you
me.
wanna fucking make it. You don't want any strife, dude. Fuck that.
Yeah.
yeah, just be cool about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way that I do that is I have to do this pivot, right? Like, they're in line to meet her. These dudes that have a boner for my wife, okay? They get up there, they see me, and the first thing they think in my head is, oh shit, he knows why I'm here. Oh shit, he knows why I'm here. And the first thing,
Do you give him a death stare?
no, what I do is I break the tension. I'm like, hey, so you're here to, like, buy her print? It's pretty shitty, right? Like, you need to fucking do better. Like, I turn it into this bros picking on the little sister kind of thing, like let's gang up together and make fun of chicks. Like, let's be bros and make fun of chicks. That's the pivot. And it's worked pretty well so far.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know.
Is
Yeah.
it time to go to church?
I don't know. It's my computer or some shit. Right on, dude. Yeah, that's great. That's cool, man. Though, I mean,
Going to fucking Paris Comic Con is actually a cool fucking thing, though, man. Being a fucking one
just
of the
being in the
comic
whole
book
video
nerd.
game world
Yeah.
and just doing all that shit and
Yeah, it's
playing the games.
It's
and
been a good
You probably
year.
get to meet all kinds of cool people.
Yeah, that's the best part of all this is the people that we've
Yeah.
met. And I mean, I'm friends with all these pro Halo guys from back in the day because of
that's
this stuff.
badass.
You know, like they didn't. I didn't know them. I had no reason to be friends with them back when we were just playing Halo all the time. But now that you go to events, you do like the Gamers for Giving charity event. Like we show up with all these Halo pros and stream and raise money for kids and hospitals, and then all of a sudden you're best friends with all these content creators and people you looked up to, and it's sort of surreal, you know. I've definitely had like like what's the word, like shock when I meet people. Sometimes I'm like, fuck dude, like this is the guy, you know. Like first couple times I hung out with like Walsh, it was just like this is pretty fucking cool, you know. But then it settles into like a normal friendship after a while, you know. Like it's a little weird.
Yeah, those dudes were like celebrities when we were fucking gaming and shit.
They were, man. Like, dude, they're on TV making millions of dollars. Like, just
it's weird. Like when you even watch a sporting events and things like that, it doesn't seem real, and then you go to the game and you're like, wow, this actually really happens. This is real shit. It was the same thing with video game tournaments. You know, you hear about all these guys. Back then, you never knew what the ogres looked like. So, and then I remember going to my first tournament. I think it was MLG Houston 2005.
Where you got the rest with the Dukes.
Yep. Yeah. I had to bring my own. I had to drive a fucking cross New Mexico with my fucking big ass 27-inch TV.
Yep.
And just being like, oh shit, these guys, there they are. These are real motherfuckers. They were like little kids. I was like,
yeah, they were probably like 16 at that time.
They got a lot of time on their hands, and they were just destroying everybody. It was cool. Yeah. It's like weird, but I know what you're saying. It's like, you know, when you see him at first.
You said you went to BlizzCon. What was did you even go to the BlizzCon event, or were you outside doing other shit?
We're about to run out of battery, huh?
Yeah. I'm watching it.
Okay.
So, yeah, like we've gone to BlizzCon last like 5-6 years in a row. I usually don't get a badge because they're hard to get, and you know, it'd be wasted on me. They always sell out. So, but anyway, last year we all had badges. We all went. We dressed up. We had a good time. We went all out. But we found ourselves just wanting to go to Disneyland. We go with Dan, our artist, and his wife, Deanna. They come out every year, and we share a hotel room and do all this stuff. And they just wanted to go to Disneyland. And Lindsay obviously just wants to go to Disneyland. So I was like, well, fuck it. Next year, let's come back. Yeah. But let's not buy, you know, these $300 badges for all four of us. And let's go stay at the Grand Californian and just spend the money in Galaxy's Edge instead, you know? Yep. So that's what we did. And we intentionally waited to not go into Galaxy's Edge after it opened until we could all go in together. And so that was what we did. We went in, we built lightsabers.
I want to ask about that.
Yeah. So when we started our clothing company in September, we built the bank accounts and LLC, got debit cards. We got our debit cards. The first thing we did, the first purchase ever with our Quickscope debit cards was buying the fucking lightsabers at Galaxy's Edge, dude. We funded it with the t-shirts. So.
How much do they charge for that?
They're like a little over $200 each. Like,
are you talking about when you go there, you build your lightsaber?
Can you make like any hilt, like even Darth Sidious and fucking?
I almost brought it out here just to show you. I should have.
That would have been bad. You have
I want to go do this. We got to go do that.
So you have your own custom lightsaber hilt and everything.
Yeah, you get the hilt. You get the clip to carry on your belt. You can take the blade off, so you can. But you can change out the jewel, the color. But it's like the sleeve, the emitter, the switch, everything. It's all customizable. There's like 4 different chassis. I did the power and control one.
How many hilts are there to choose from?
So it's on each chassis. There's like 5 sections of the chassis.
That's bad.
And you can pick different stuff for each of it, and then get different jewels for the colors and
you can have different lights, any kind of color.
Yeah. So you put the jewel into the chassis.
How many? Like, can you have the yellow lightsaber or a black lightsaber, or
they had when you build it in Suri's workshop, or Savi's workshop. It's you can do red, blue, green, or purple. And then there's like an accessory lightsaber store right next door to the workshop when you walk out. And you can go buy like a white one or a yellow one.
What about
yellow?
Red? You can get yellow?
No, red's one of the base colors you can
base
get.
Ones, okay.
Yeah. Like Dan built a red one. I built a green one. But you can pull a thing open and switch it to whatever color you want.
I think yellow is the most powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I almost bought a yellow one while I was there, and I just never got around to like grabbing the jewel. I'll have to get it at some point.
So who's got the baddest hilt? It's got to be Darth Sidious, right?
Sidious?
No, not Sidious. Darth Tyrannus.
I don't remember what Darth Tyrannus
his fucking
looks like.
What's his name? Christopher Lee.
You mean Dooku?
Yeah, no, yeah, Count Dooku.
Oh yeah, Tyrannus. Yeah.
with that fucking blade, that like half blade that comes up on the
isn't that the one that kind of looks like a horn?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I like the just the real clean machined metal look.
Darth
you know?
Sidious is really badass. It's like short.
Yeah.
I like Luke's and Jedi because he created it in such a short time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's
it's green.
basic.
And
It's
it's green.
Dude, there's all this. I got really obsessed with that particular saber for a while, just because it ends up being the one where he loses his hand,
Fucking
or the original blue one, that Anakin had all that time, and then Obi-Wan had it for like 30 years or whatever. Gives it to Luke, and somehow it ends up back to Rey, who's got it now, and like it's just cool. And then it really just got me because at the end of Force Awakens, where she's just handing him that original saber back, and
they fucked that up though.
I just look back and I'm so pissed off about all of that.
They fucked that up so bad. Luke was such a fucking dumb. He was so
I'm
dumb
actually
in that
mad.
movie, and they should have made him so badass. He should have been evil as
I'm
fuck.
actually mad now too at J.J. Abrams for not incorporating Luke into 7. They should have had that motherfucker right away.
Yeah, Luke should have been evil as fuck, like you thought he was at the end of fucking the first one. So
everyone just wanted to see Luke, Leia, and Han in the same fucking scene once again, and they
dumb.
could have done that easily. Han could have still died in 7. 8 could Leia could have died, and then 9, Luke could have done some badass shit and fucking. I wanted to see Leia do some I thought Leia was gonna tear some shit up with her Force. I just want to see her fuck some shit up. And that never happened.
They would have to. It'd be really hard to have Leia do some fucking shit where she fucks shit up. You know,
they're too busy having Laura Dern with purple hair do something heroic and brave, and by crashing a ship, and it was just like
they could have made that Leia's character, and that would have been a heroic badass death moment.
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
but instead instead they just Akbar's gone. This person's gone. But here's this new character. Let's focus on this brave, heroic thing she does. And it's just like, come on, man. This is supposed to be about... This is Star Wars, man.
That movie has absolute no rewatchability.
Yeah.
There's nothing that you just... it's just a chase the whole movie. There's nothing that's even that interesting. I guess the most interesting thing is when there was no sound on that explosion or whatever.
I liked that.
But
that was really cool.
That stupid... Are you talking about when that part where Leia's fucking floating through fucking space?
No. This was like at the end when the sacrifice.
Oh,
the chick with the purple hair.
Yeah, there was some really cool, just scenes where stuff happens outside of the story and the actors. Where you see really cool... the ships flying on above, I think the planet's called Crate.
That was cool. The salt planet.
Yeah,
there's cool.
There's really cool visuals. In it. Yeah,
there's the cool visual of Luke when he's facing all the was it the AT-ATs at the end? Not AT-ATs, but the Imperial Walkers.
The Walkers.
The Walkers. Yeah. There's some very cool imagery. Thank you, Don Rizze.
I think that they're gonna this new one's gonna be absolutely horrible. I think it's going to be cheesy as all get out.
Yeah, I've been doing...
And I think that I'm hoping that Mandalorian will fucking save the whole Star Wars universe. And then they'll do some fucking, Knights of the Old Republic stuff. And they'll do some comic book legacy era stuff. They'll do some badass Darth Vader stuff when Darth Vader is first Darth Vader. That's what I want to see. I want to see when Darth Vader was first Darth Vader.
You're going to love Mandalorians, dude.
I heard it's like Western, spaghetti Western kind of.
The score's awesome. I don't know. I really enjoyed it, and I don't like anything Star Wars.
I heard that some of the acting was kind of cheesy. Though.
Well, it's Star Wars.
Yeah,
I didn't think it was that bad.
I didn't think it was cheesy.
It definitely is like a notch or two darker than most of the other universe stuff.
Fuck yeah, and I want. That's
it's
another
the show
thing. I want to see
been
Darth
for,
Maul
dude.
shit. Let's get some fucking Darth Maul shit. Why don't we have any cool Darth Maul?
I want to see them do Logan, but for Obi-Wan with Ewan McGregor in that 30 years between episode 3 and 4.
That'd be bad as fuck.
Logan, like the Logan style movie, but Obi-Wan on Tatooine kind of thing.
That'd be badass.
That would be fucking awesome.
He's reprising his role? Isn't he?
I got a piss.
What are they doing? Are they going to do a TV show?
I don't know if they're still circling around that or if things are actually locked in and happening, but that's obviously what everyone wants, and there's been lots of hints at it. And I think at one point they had it set up kind of like the Solo movie, but they were going to do Obi-Wan.
but I don't know where that's
Yeah,
at.
because everybody thought that Solo movie was so fucking bad that it tanked it. But I liked the Solo movie. I didn't think it
Really?
was bad.
I hated it.
Really? I didn't
really
think it was
hated
bad.
it.
I didn't think it was as bad as everybody thought it was.
It was the problem I had with it wasn't the story. I thought Woody Harrelson was good. I thought Chewbacca was awesome.
I was just about
in
to
it.
say that Chewbacca storyline was badass.
The thing that they fucked up for me was the casting. Like, they cast a guy to play Han who doesn't look like Han, who also looks exactly fucking like Hayden Christensen.
Yeah.
It looked like I was
Yeah.
watching Anakin Skywalker back
Yeah.
in the original trilogy. I couldn't shake it. I couldn't see Harrison Ford. All I could see was Hayden Christensen. He looked so much like him, and it just blew my mind. I'm like, who the fuck was sitting in these casting chairs with the director being like, that's our guy? And it turned out he was a bad actor. They had to bring in acting coaches, and rumors got out that the movie wasn't being shot well or was behind schedule, and they were having to like redo stuff and reshoot scenes that he had done.
Yeah.
And so like, and you could tell it was visible in the movie. Like all the supporting cast was there, but the main guy just wasn't right for the movie at all, I thought. And
It's hard to cast those roles now, man. Though it's like
I
it's so hard to cast. Man. I don't even know who they could get to play most of those roles.
I feel like
a complete nobody, which they did. I don't know where that guy came from.
I don't either, but
He wasn't great. Though.
I'm sure there was 1,000 other guys like him.
Yeah, you're probably right.
That would have been up for it, who could have better resembled Harrison Ford and far less resembled, Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah.
It's like, I just feel like that's like the most blatantly obvious thing for them to not fuck up. Like, hey, let's make sure this guy doesn't look exactly like fucking the enemy of the guy he's supposed to be,
Yeah.
I don't know where their heads are at with that. It's just...
We still shitting on Star Wars?
I'm shitting on
Han Solo.
the
Han
casting
Solo.
decision.
Oh, that one sucked.
I liked everything about that movie except
I don't
Han.
think it was as bad as everybody says it is.
I thought from the get-go it was horrible because the lighting of the very first opening sequence is it's actually known even online as like the worst lighting ever. You can't even see what's going on and shit. But I can't wait to see is
Worse than fucking Game of Thrones.
yeah,
No.
just as
No
bad,
fucking
just
way.
as bad. I cannot wait to see in probably like 10 years the documentary on the making of that film because it was such a disaster because of the firing of the original directors and
the
Ron
acting
Howard coming
coaches.
in. And you guys were probably just talking about that. Huh?
Yeah.
Eventually, being in the film world and stuff, I love watching the makings of stuff more than anything, and I think the making of the Solo movie is going to be fascinating.
Yeah, that one really got away from him, and but again, it was just like they should have just pulled the plug on that lead guy. I feel like I don't think he was a bad actor.
And they've done
but
that before in big movies. Like they pulled plugs on those guys, and the movie has still been great.
Yeah.
So
Remember when they pulled Eric Stoltz out of Back to the Future?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
were just talking about that.
And he had shot a fair amount
2
of the movie
weeks
already.
Yeah, 2 weeks. That's a lot.
That is. It's a lot. There's a lot of leaked scenes of him, but
I'm
can you
surprised-
imagine
They're
if they hadn't done that though?
Yeah.
Like think of what Solo could have been if they had brought in a guy who actually looked and felt like a rugged Harrison Ford and not
Yeah, he didn't even
like.
seem anything like him.
No, he looked exactly like Hayden Christensen. That was what I was saying to him. Like
baby face.
Yeah, he
Dude.
did, huh?
he looks. I couldn't fucking get my head off it. I felt like I was watching him again. And as soon as I pointed out to Lindsay, she was like, "Fuck, you're right. Now I can't unsee it."
I know. Yeah, I do that sometimes with me and my girlfriend.
I shouldn't have said anything.
You can't.
No, you
unsee
guys
something.
can't unsee it either.
Yeah.
You're gonna look at that guy and be like, "Fuck, he does look like him."
Oh, yeah. Wow. Right on, man. Well, we gotta start prepping for the next guy, but
Yeah.
we really appreciate you coming on. I don't know if you want to. Is there anywhere people can get Quickscope stuff right now?
quickscopeapparel.com.
Oh, sweet.
So
Oh,
you can
yeah.
go to quickscopeapparel.com. That's our storefront. We've been doing pre-orders for designs up to this point, but there is a fair amount of stock. I've overstocked a lot of that stuff and put it in the store. We're getting ready to do a big Black Friday sale, so if you see this before Black Friday, don't buy anything yet because we're going to sell the shirts for like $20
Oh,
for
nice.
that 4 or 5 days and get through all the back stock that we have. That's one of the shirts.
Yeah, I really appreciate this, man.
Yeah, enjoy it, wear it. They're tri-blend shirts. They won't shrink. They're really nice garments, honestly.
gotta find
yeah,
out
great.
that-
This is
what-
awesome
what-
material.
Yeah, we gotta find out. Yeah, where you got those made, man. We gotta get some shirts made. So that fucking color is badass.
Yeah, I've got a supplier here in Tempe. Actually, they're local, so I'll
Fuck
point
yeah.
you to them.
Fuck yeah, that is beautiful, man.
And also, do you have your Twitch contact
Twitch contact
or not contact or how they watch
Stream.
you?
Oh yeah, so twitch.tv Grimiss.
Sweet.
You can find me there. Twitter, I'm Grimiss on Twitter. That's like the best way that's where I post most of my stream stuff and everything. So yeah, come check us out, hang out. Who knows? Maybe if you watch a stream at my house, maybe one of these days, you'll be on it. You can come park your butt behind our bar and have some drinks, both of you.
Yeah, that'd be cool, dude.
Both welcome anytime.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, actually.
Or we could land some Halo, either way.
Fucking get in. That would be awesome too.
Thanks for coming back, bro. We appreciate it.
Yeah, happy to come back, man. Let's.
Okay.
Do you want to do the
Do it
shout
more
out?
often. Yeah. Big shout out to Mike Martin and Strongheart Academy and his podcast ADHD. Yeah, fucking A. I got it right that time.
ADHD the band?
No, that's the name of his podcast.
Oh,
Yeah.
right on.
So check out that shit. Check out Tales from the Flip Side. Check out Absolute Geek Podcast. Check out CBSI, comicbookinvest.com, and this, that, and the other.
Sorry, did I screw up your plug? I didn't mean to.
No, not at all.
No, dude.
No, dude.
There's no, yeah, it's all off the top of the head.
I feel like, is there any shout out to
Big shout out.
the Quickscope?
Yeah.
Quickscope. Quickscope.gg is we do quickscope.gg for like Facebook and stuff, but no, quickscopeapparel.com. That's
Shout out to quickscopeapparel.com.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, man.
Come get.
I'm forgetting somebody or something. Shout out to Don Rizze on cam.
Yeah, buddy. RJ Charlie.
Yeah, sweet.
Let's do it.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you for coming on, man. We'll
Yeah.
bullshit for a little bit afterwards and stuff.
Let's do this again.
This is a wrap on episode 53 of the Bogcast.
Bang!